Alright everybody, welcome back to the off-grid cabin. Another little upgrade video we're doing. We got a nice, probably industrial stainless steel sink here that was already here when we got the place. And the drainage system isn't ideal. I just cut this pipe. That pipe was attached. And firstly, that pipe clearly is not attached to anything beneath the cabin. That's not a big deal. We'll straighten that out later. Only just, wash water, gray water's going down there anyway. But the main problem, well, there's two problems. Firstly, there's no air admittance valve. There's no plumbing vent, which hasn't been a problem. There's such a small volume of water's going down here. It doesn't get airbound, and this is 2-inch pipe as well, so it's perfectly fine. The other problem is that this trap is all PVC glued into place. So as a result, firstly, you can't take it out to clean it, or if you drop something in there. Secondly, especially here, if you're not here all the time, the water in there will freeze, which it probably has, which is why this is duct taped, and it leaks, which is why this bucket is here. So we're gonna straighten that out. So here on the workbench slash bed, we got the parts and pieces laid out. This is going to be the drain from the sink. This is 2-inch NPT adapter, and I got 2 of them. I didn't know what I needed. I bought all this stuff from supplyhouse.com, and I also got what I needed for the gas lines for the lights and stove from there. Really good prices, really fast shipping. So anyway, this is a male and this is a female, depending on what I need. I got a swivel union, a trap with the elbow, and another union here. So if you undo this and that, you can take the trap out. If you're leaving it for the winter, you could take this out, drain it so it doesn't freeze, or again, you can clean it out. An elbow, and this is where that drain pipe is going to be that I cut. The only thing I'm going to do extra is with this elbow and the air admittance valve, I'm going to, install that so it has that valve. Alright, well, we're getting there. I tried taking off the this piece, the NPT to PVC adapter, and you can see I wasn't too successful there. Tried to take this off, well, I eventually did, but it required some extra leverage and some extra heat. Got it off, so we'll clean up those pipe threads, clean the tape off there, and then I gotta clean this up, clean those threads, clean that gunk out, and get this piece of PVC out. Well, we got this mostly cleaned up. I used some thermal PVC removal techniques to get that broken piece out. It came out just fine. I heated the outside and it softened the PVC but didn't really burn it too much, so it came out pretty well. And I just used this little right angle pick here and a little toothbrush wire brush, and it cleaned up pretty good. If I had one, I would use a new coupling, but I don't have one, so this will work just fine. And I can always replace it if it leaks or something. As you see in the middle, there's a lot of threads that are no longer because of rust and such. And also this, I believe, is called a merchant coupling, and I don't think the threads are actually tapered. They just go straight through. So it's not great for actually sealing very well or holding pressure, but luckily this is just a drain pipe, and I highly doubt it's going to leak. I'm going to tape this and goop it with some rectum sealer, and I think it'll be just fine. Tip from the pros: when you have the drain taken apart, don't pour anything down the drain. Alright, now we're putting the PVC in there. I already put half the union on, and here's the trap that'll go on there like so. So I have to put the other half of the union in here. I cut a little piece of PVC to join it, and we'll use primer. First, just douse all the contacting surfaces with the primer, then give it a good connection, douse of the cement, ram it together and it'll glue itself together in a few seconds. Well, at the suggestion of the Better 3/4, I'm going to do as many of the joints as I can outside here on the porch because, well, you take one whiff of this stuff and you definitely feel brain cells start to degrade. Well, here's why the pipe is just dangling. Here's the drain pipe, and there's more of the drain pipe, and goes there, and it's blown apart right there. So I'm guessing that it wasn't pitched right, collected water and froze. So I'm not at the stage where I want to connect all this together because I don't have enough couplings and stuff, and I want to make sure this is pitched right. Might want to dig out some of this dirt so I can get under there a little better, and I don't want to have to lay on this snow and ice anyway. So what I think I'm going to do for now is just inside this pipe, I'm just going to slip fit, just jam it into all the stuff I've glued together. It ought to seal just fine, but I'm not committed to anything. I can pull it back out and glue it or put adapters or whatever on it in the future when I get some more fittings and get this log out of the way and everything and get a proper pitch to this pipe so it drains. Well, here we are, everybody. Got it all set up. Now, as you see, as you start attaching stuff together, it gets a little complicated as far as angles and placement and everything. So you see I made myself some reference marks just to help keep myself unconfused when I'm putting all this stuff together, because unlike threaded pipe, you can't unscrew it and put it back together a different way. You're kind of committed once you jam it together. Especially once you start making stuff like this, you lose a hell of a lot of fittings if you screw up just once. So like I said, I just jammed this pipe up in there, and I'm going to go outside and rotate it so that elbow points it out, so it shoots it out, the water out into the yard. And that's that. And I'm looking at that vent. I don't know if it's quite high enough, but whatever. I didn't want it to be too long and hit the top of the sink. I don't know. If I have problems, I guess I can cut it and put a coupler in there. That'll raise it up a little bit. I'm not all too concerned. Like I said, that vent wasn't entirely necessary anyway, but I wanted to put it in there since I was going through this much work to do this. So there you have it, everybody. There's a little plumbing job for the off-grid cabin. And thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with all our new projects. And we're still going to be doing engines and tractors and stuff, but we're going to branch out a little bit. I always wanted to branch out and make some, a little video for everybody. That's why I've done some blacksmithing videos and some cooking videos and everything else. So here you go. Thanks for watching, and come on back for more.